Alright, so we got another Rome Total War online battle. I command the Carthaginians and my opponent commands the Seleucid Empire. In this battle you're going to see a few things, the troubles that cataphracts give me. And never give up, no matter what, just fight the battle out. So anyway, I have 3 Balearic slingers across my front lines. Then they are backed by 5 Sacred Band hoplites. They're just Sacred Band spearmen, whatever, same thing. And then they are backed, and kind of like in my reserves, of Poiani infantry. And I put a couple Libyan spearmen with my cavalry, because I knew he was going to bring cataphracts. And he also brought some of these chariots right here. But I got my slingers, and these slingers are great. They don't have too much range, but they're really, really powerful, and they save my ass big time here. So his chariots are going crazy. I just made them, you know, go ape shit. And yeah, so they're going ape shit. And now he's attacking with this chariot unit, but I'm gonna rout out his chariots. Now these chariots weaken my cavalry and anti-cavalry forces. And so here's just a cavalry versus chariot, cavalry and spearmen versus chariots. And you know, my Libyan spearmen helping out here. Now he makes a run for my general. It's a good run. But I just come back at him again with my general unit and an extra cavalry unit. 2 extra cavalry units, actually. This one's just kind of depleted, though. And here are my slingers. They're scattering some, and then they're gonna do their thing and launch their... I'm pretty sure it's little rocks, but whatever the hell it is, it must hurt a lot. And so here's just the dead bodies of that little... just kind of little assault, little cavalry assault, little ambush right there. So now I'm just regrouping my forces. I'm just kind of regrouping just in case they come back and hit me in my ass, which would cause a lot of problems here. Alright, so let's get this. There it is. Okay. So he's making some moves with cavalry. I'm just trying to reposition all my guys. My slinger's back in position across my front lines. There's a dead slinger. Oh, this guy's running. These guys can run quite fast. Alright. So as he's making moves with his cavalry, he's doing a double-winged assault, but he's kind of overloading on my right side. And that's why I put most of my cavalry, because I barely have any cavalry now because of those damn chariots. And, it's not gonna go too well for me after this assault, but you just keep going, you know, try to fix some stuff up, make some quick decisions, and maybe you'll pull the victory out in the end. So here's cataphracts, and the cataphracts are great cavalry units. They're just amazing cavalry units. Well, these aren't cataphracts, these are companions, where are the cataphracts? No, the cataphracts are on this side, sorry. And the cataphracts are just like amazing cavalry units. Here they are. No. Okay, maybe I was mistaken. Companion cavalry. But they do a hell of a job on my cavalry and spearmen. See, so he's just sending them far back. And yeah, I thought these were he used them so well that I thought these were cataphracts. But they're companion cavalry, which are still great cavalry units. But cataphracts are just fucking unstoppable. But I guess he didn't have enough denarii after buying the chariots. So you're just setting up way back behind my lines. And here, let's just fast forward it real quick to get some more action. And there they go. And here's pretty much just a swarm on all sides from his companions. And he gets me on this side, and he's coming again with these guys right in. My cavalry units are fighting and bringing in my spearmen to assist them. Spearmen are getting, you know, they're doing something. I'm forced them with my slingers, because these slingers are great. I really like these slingers. They don't have much range, but they're good. Now he encircled that cavalry unit right there. I believe it's all long, you know, they're all Sacred Band cavalry. That's pretty much all I brought, and my general's a Sacred Band cavalry unit. But I also brought in 2 units of my Poianis. to assist me. See, I'm getting some shots in the back with my, there they go, my slingers. Now it is raining, so my slingers aren't as effective as they could be. Then I'm pushing up with this force right here, because I just kind of wanted to keep him looking at all sides of battle. Maybe he'll screw up somewhere, I take advantage of that, and pull out the victory. So we're moving up. I'm not in phalanx formation. They move a lot faster, while not in phalanx formation, they can run. So I just take them out, and then I'll put them back in once I get close to the engagement. So here's his guys. He has silver shield pikemen, which are really good phalanx units. The Seleucids are all around a really good faction to use. The cataphracts maces are just devastating. Any armored units. So we're preparing to do battle. And I really like the helmets of the Carthaginians. I like the whole setup of the Carthaginians, their outfits. That helmet, shield. But anyway, he's scaring my slingers off. So I'm just going to reposition them on the flanks. And another cavalry assault that I scared off with my my pointy infantry. No, my Sacred Bands. This is Sacred Bands this time. So here's the infantry battle, the main infantry battle. And it's starting off. They're advancing, I'm defending. And I did this because I'm heavily outnumbered. And he's going to outflank me since he has so much more units than I do in the infantry department. But yeah, I just let him walk into me because they have a very high defense. And here are my slingers. My slingers are just going to hit the backs of their phalanx units. And these slingers are great. Like I said, here's more slingers. This is 2 units, one of them mostly depleted, one completely fresh. And here they are. Those flanking units are going to get hit in the back with rocks. And there it is. And look, they're just taking damage. Look, all those guys. We'll just wait for another round of the slinger fire. There it is. Look at that. Just, slingers are great. I really like the slingers. And then a couple guys every round. All right, I managed to rout one of his phalanx units, the silver shield pikes, because Sacred Bands are pretty good. But he launches a nice hammer and anvil strike with all of his cavalry. They're just all pouring into the back of my infantry. There's just so much cavalry there, and all of my infantry routes, except this one unit, which lasts. Nope, he routes too. I end up with a unit at the end that did a hell of a job. Now here's his cavalry just chasing off my slingers, but they're in skirmish mode, so they run away. Or maybe it's one of these guys, because these are just Poenies. Yeah, I missed my Poeni that lasts a long time. There's just a little cavalry ambush right here that got me in, and I managed to rout his guys. So that worked out for me. But he has so much more cavalry just running around. So are my slingers, more slingers just pelting his his pikemen. And I actually managed to rout one of them. No, that's mine, Marauding. Forget it. My bad. So here's I just take my 3 pointy infantry units and I'm doing whatever I can do. Oh, that's actually more than 3. What the fuck? I'm all fucked up today. Sorry, guys. Alright, this is Sacred Band unit. This is Sacred Band unit I was talking about that last long time. And here it is. They're getting hit by rocks. My guys are moving up. The battle has turned from me being in a really bad spot to me kind of coming back. And my opponent leaves. But by the time he leaves, it's too late. I already won. Like pretty much all his units. He has like 1 unit left, and it's after he leaves, like 3 seconds later, it routs. Because after the opponent leaves, the AI takes control. But right after that, it routed. So there goes pretty much all of my units, except this one right here, the Sacred Band, which is doing work, and these 2 Poenies are gonna help out. So there's just my slingers just launching all their projectiles. And they are helping me out right there on that cavalry. They're alright against cavalry. They took out a lot of those first chariots. They pretty much routed an entire chariot unit all by themselves. Now this kind of mistake here, he runs his companion right into the center of my phalanx. Well, right in the back of his phalanx, which causes them to get out of phalanx mode, and my guys just tear them apart, and they get some horses in the process. Now, just pretty much cleaning up here, and that's pretty much it. Nothing much really happens. He left.